Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg.
Hello.
Oh, good evening, and welcome to The Bar's Open.
What?
I'm your cordial host. Not
Cordial.
feeling very cordial tonight, and this is my counterpart,
Who's always cordial
who is always cordial,
compared
Beth Castro Lamontagne. What?
to nothing.
What? You're gonna say something?
No, you're fine.
That's it? That's all I'm getting out of you?
Yeah,
Are you busy over there?
I'm always busy, honey. I'm
Yeah?
just not grumpy about it like you are.
Oh, we're grumpy tonight.
That's a step from the norm. No.
I haven't had a chance to decompress. I'm so looking forward to this podcast. I just said this 5 seconds before this.
I know.
It's been one of those days. Been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you have one of those weeks, you're just like, God damn it. Just a God damn it
Okay.
kind of week where you're like, I want to yell at everyone. Not you. I don't
Well, you
yell.
know
I
better
never
than
yell
that.
at you.
Well, you know better.
Well, I
than
yell
that.
at her once in a while, but I'll like take my dog and punt him to the back of the.
You talk such a mean game. That's
You
all
know,
it is.
I mean, you
All it
Reed,
is
you
is
work
talk.
in the meat room. Like, there's definitely been a minute where you're like, I want to stab that motherfucker, right? But I know I'd go to jail. Theoretically, no, not theoretically. I'm literally not allowed to like just randomly stab a dude,
Yeah.
but you want to.
Yes.
And that's fine. We'll just get over it and we'll move on.
Yep.
Hey, cheers.
Oh.
Real quick. You got a drinky drink over there?
Got some big boys.
This is just the first cheers because we haven't done a cheers. And I was thinking about it. We haven't done a cheers in a little bit. What's up, Alex? What's up, Jacob? Oh, the little cracker
Cheers.
of a whitey over there. Cracker. It's good stuff. See, there's me decompressing. How are you doing tonight, honey?
I'm great.
You're great?
Mhm.
God damn, it's better than I expected.
What did you expect?
Like, I'm okay.
Average because I have to put up with you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm used
No.
to that.
It's all good.
You just get one corner of the house and I stay away from it.
It's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Do that more often.
I do that all the fucking time.
Let's jump into a few things real quick. So obviously it is 9/11, 23 years after. So I figured I'd just pull up one of the most iconic
You're
pictures that
stepping
we
over
have
everyone,
right
right,
now.
Reed?
And of course, we're never going to forget like where we were. I remember specifically, we do this every year,
Mhm.
specifically where I was at. And I'm sure all of you guys do as well. I'm sure you do as well.
I do.
So it's like, of course, we're not going to go on without, paying respect to all the firefighters, the cops,
All the lives
just
lost.
lives lost, 3,000 plus people that died
Mhm.
during that. And then the subsequent 3,000 plus military servicemen, men and women that passed away as a result of the fucking wars that all happened.
Right.
Plus, we had, the towers that came down and then building 7 that was forgotten about for some random reason. Like nobody knows why that went down. But that's neither here nor there. Little conspiracy theory there. What are you doing over there? You got a new pair of glasses?
Yeah. I got them. I had them last Friday.
Oh, you're readers. That's right.
Yeah.
So, with that, we will do one more cheers to all of our brave men and women out there that ran into that building that saved a lot of lives.
Cheers.
Right. I was not in 3rd grade. I was 23 years old. 23?
I was
It
31.
was 24 years ago. It was 23 years ago. I was 25 years old. Something like that.
When it was in 2001?
Yep.
I was 21.
Yeah, so No, you weren't.
No,
21.
I was 31.
You were 31. You were old as fuck.
So were you. Shut up, bitch.
No, I wasn't. I was
You were
7 years below you.
23.
What's that mean?
24.
23, 24. I told you I was something like that.
Yeah.
Reed was like 90. So if you don't know who Reed is, you better go out and watch us on iTunes or on YouTube, rather. Watch us live. Go out, check us out there. So, you know what? Again, thank you to all the men and women who have served
And their
served
families.
before then.
Today's about thinking about their families.
Yeah. And absolutely. I don't want to say just yeah. Like, I'm not trying to pass it off.
Right.
But absolutely, 100%. And thinking
They're kids that were born, like a lot of
it's an interesting thing. So I saw this video.
the parents, how do I say this? The children that were born after their parents died or
Oh, yeah.
They're
They're in their 20s, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23, 24.
23, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have seen a few things. It's like videos about like who attacked the towers. And they're like, some terrorists. But they can't name it was like Al Qaeda. They can't say it was Osama bin Laden.
I think that just happens because like that probably
they're
you
young.
ask me questions about what happened with the wars. I'm like, Germany?
But now you wouldn't say that.
No, not for this attack. But
Are you
like,
saying for like World War II?
yes, like I wouldn't have known
fuck's sake. I was in
the players. I would have known the
MC was 20. Exactly.
there's
So,
a bunch of
you know,
babies.
little things like that. Will, what's going on? What's going on, MC? Yeah. So again, I'm not going to dwell on this. There has been lots and lots of content, but about this over the
Rude said
day.
Rude instead of Reed. Rude said he was off today and glued to the TV.
Well, there's been a lot that's gone on.
Yeah.
Today was a fucking weird day because we had the debate last night.
Right.
We've got the great meme wars, which we're going to go over here in a minute.
Okay.
There's Kamala's stories about her having like this earbud thing conspiracy, right?
Can't wait to hear that.
Well, I don't have the story.
Oh, okay.
I'll talk about it here in a couple of minutes. But I do think
was in the 6th grade.
but I do think we need to do this. We need to first okay. Let's hit a little of the debate. There's gonna be like a 3-minute video, and I just saw this, so you're gonna need your headphones in. Okay. This is an interesting one because I think there's a seismic shift happening in the African American Black, whatever you want to call it, population of people that are going like, what the fuck, Kamala? You're a piece of shit. Right? But also this one's it's a good news story. So you guys may have a different take on it, but I thought it was pretty cool. Ready? Let's go.
So I'm finding out this morning that one of the moderators, the lady that was up there, is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate.
Real
so
quick,
we know
did
that
you hear what she
it was
said?
a biased debate. No questions asked.
Real quick, did you hear what she said?
3-on-1
That the
Moderator.
the moderator,
moderator.
David Muir, and the other woman, and nobody can remember her fucking name.
Who's
She
that's the society
was a
girl.
sorority sister
I mean sorority.
of Kamala
The one nobody
Harris's.
knows her name, you're saying.
Right. And on top of that, I really need to fix these and take it back up. On top of that, she is great friends with the CEO or whatever
Of ABC.
News. So keep going.
Celebrating for nothing because she never did get to her policy. She never answered any questions. They never fact checked her on anything. I want to bring something else to your attention because a lot of people are distorted in knowing what a real leader is. See, Trump is a real leader. A real leader is not perfect by any means. For my Christians out there, you know David in the Bible wasn't perfect. You know Paul wasn't perfect. Noah wasn't perfect. Solomon wasn't perfect. Abraham wasn't perfect. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. King Cyrus. None of those leaders were perfect, but nonetheless, they were leaders. See, a leader shows up. They don't hide from the people. She's saying that she's a part of the people. Then where were you for 3.5 years? You didn't show up. You didn't show up for the families that was in Afghanistan. You didn't show up. All you did was hid behind the keyboard all weekend. and talk about the real leader that showed up. You didn't show up to the border. Trump went to the border, even though he wasn't president. He showed up to the border. And for all you black people out there, she didn't even show up to the NABJ. Trump showed up to the NABJ. You know, so the only leader that's perfect was Jesus Christ. But even back then, in his day, they would have called him an imperfect leader because he didn't concede to their itching of ears and what they wanted to do. He wasn't all about optics. All he was about his father's business, standing on the truth. That's what Jesus was about. He's the only perfect leader. But you know, Satan, they manipulate you with flattery. That's what Satan does. He makes you, they polish themselves up to deceive you. See, Satan is the father of lies. Jesus is the conveyor of truth. And that's what we need during this time. It's time to rise up and speak out against the evil of the atrocities of this party. The manipulation, the gaslighting. It has to stop. And black people, y'all are sitting up here and y'all supporting this stuff. And this woman said that she wasn't doing nothing for black folks. She was locking up black men in jail left and right. And y'all still want to back her. So she's saying that it's time for a change. She is completely right. I 100% agree. It's time for a change, and it's time to get your administration, fire her administration, and move in Trump into the White House. Y'all, so it's time to put America first instead of having America last. So y'all, let's get out there. We stay prayed up.
All right. So what I'm getting at is I'm not getting at the whole religious piece of it.
Right. I liked that piece though.
And that's fine. That's cool. That's absolutely righteous. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But the other side of it is think about what she just put out there in front of her whole family and everything, right? She took that step to be brave enough to be like, fuck this.
Right.
Right.
But she did it classy.
And she did it classy. So I'm not that classy.
You're not.
Yeah, no.
No.
But you go, right, you think through the steps and people are starting to think about like what's actually happening and what's been going on in their communities. And fuck, maybe it's just taking some time. We've been telling people. Reed said this chick must sleep with Dan. Maybe. I mean, she kind of looks like his type. Big breastises.
Oh, yeah. I thought.
What do you think? Like, what'd you think?
So this is where, I love her message.
Mm-hmm.
We talked I didn't watch the debate outside of what you had on at the dinner table.
I had it on the
I know.
like when I was playing.
But the only part that I like get worried about is how do people go to find the truth? Because they're so busy listening to the media,
right,
who is not the truth. That I'm like, how do you get these people to understand
women like that?
Right.
Women like
but how many people, like how many views on that post?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but if she gets
it's
a
small
fucking 100,000,
yeah.
who cares? It's 100,000.
I think what has to happen is though people need to share her message.
That's why I do.
And I'm not good at that because I'm never on social media.
Well,
unless I'm on it, then I'm on it for 4 hours. So that's why I don't go on it.
Well, you're looking at dogs. But nonetheless, I thought it was a fucking great kind of thing.
At a lot of good
you know
stuff.
what I mean? Like she's putting it out there.
Yeah.
It kind of comes right after the tail end. I mean, this the next morning she put this video out. And this was on Terrence Williams, who's another black man he has his own like little, I don't call it, he's got his own company that makes like waffles or pancake mixes and shit like that. And he got tons of fucking grief for being a right dude, like a right-leaning guy.
Right, which I don't understand.
And he's black.
The grief
and they call him like Jim Crow and you're this and all, or whatever.
To the black community?
Yeah. Oh. They fuck with him, right? And you're like...
Aren't they supposed to be for diversity?
No, it's all the white women that are fucking with him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're the worst motherfuckers out there. The fucking left-leaning white women, they're the worst fucking pieces of shit out there. Absolutely, 100%.
I thought they were lovers, not fighters. And
no.
Diversity
It's only, they only are good if you fall in line with what they say.
I do like how Wilkery said he did not watch the debates because he was too busy with the girlfriend. I think that's a perfect way to spend
Banging
your evening.
out the girlfriend.
You don't know that. They could have just been having a quiet evening together.
Brown cow.
You don't even say it right. It's brown chicken, brown cow.
No, I just added. I bet I made it better.
No,
it's good. It's good. So really, what I
he
wanted
does
to
say
get
that more
at-
people are connected. MC says more people are connected than ever in human history.
right?
So.
And it's finally starting to happen. MC just said, I'm hearing Gen Z is already starting to like social media. Yeah, we start seeing like 20-somethings or late teens.
What will they do with themselves?
They're actually going back outside. It's fucking amazing. Right? They're going outside. They're hanging out with friends. They're having discourse. They're talking, not intercourse. God damn it, MC. That's you. They're talking, right?
No, and he said he definitely was banging it out with a girlfriend.
I know it. You know what I mean? That's the key is they're talking and they're actually able to debate a little bit without like feeling like, oh no, you're going to get in trouble. Put your fucking phone down. Don't record everything.
Yeah.
Then you can have a conversation, doesn't get on fucking social media and fucking potentially ruin your life according to people. You know what? Fuck
How
you.
long was the debate?
97 minutes or
Oh,
something like that.
Wilkery, I'm impressed.
Right? What? Did you say 97 minutes?
No, I'm saying if he was busy with the girlfriend
Well,
for
there's a
97
little finger
minutes.
banging that goes on.
I
This is
mean-
definitely an adult show. Little finger banging.
You don't need to go into details. Thank you. Just I'm impressed.
Well,
It's
I'm
plenty.
trying to think of like one of our
No.
longest was probably like a couple hours.
That's way too
The
fucking long.
slapping.
There are times when I just need you
One and done.
gone. Yeah.
That's why I go to jujitsu. Give you your alone time.
He says he only uses Instagram for memes and Facebook for.
No, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cover the what I think of the debate real quick, and then we'll go into really what the great debate is.
Okay.
So the other debate, which is the way I framed this, is Trump versus Harris. He got fired up. He did absolutely got fired up. He was fiery, and then they tried to use that against
Spicy.
him immediately.
Oh yeah, that's all you
After.
heard on
You
the
were like,
ABC
he
afterwards.
was angry and blah, blah, blah,
Angry.
blah.
Came
You
out
heard,
with
like,
every angry.
Ross, and they played that little
Yeah.
snippet from ABC. ABC, by the way, as you just heard from that chick, they're fucking in the bag. There is also talk of saying ABC's not, if Trump wins, ABC's not allowed in the newsroom,
Interesting.
like where they do the fucking thing. And remember, Trump used to give daily debriefs. That long since is gone. You have that Corinne Jean-Pierre chick who does her bullshit every day. Trust me, I get the notification on my YouTube. It's like, hey, she's talking. Trump used to do that. Or Kaylee or whomever the other girls were, Sandra, whatever. Can't remember all their names. This is my thought. If she sounded normal, and I've got one more story to add on to that. She sounded normal by virtue of she didn't do her cackle.
Yeah.
And I've got a quick story on that here in a second.
So here's though before you tell your story, I didn't mind Trump angry because a lot of Americans are angry
We're
about
fired
the current
up.
state
Goddamn
of
right.
the nation and everything that we're going through.
Right.
So I thought it was a great representation of the way a lot of us are feeling. He wasn't angry; he was passionate, and he's
And maybe
done
that's
with the
best way to
bullshit.
put it. Yeah, you're done with the bullshit.
and
I'm
he was
done
just
with
he
the
was just
bullshit.
passionate, and I'll take passionate over practiced and perfect. And lies,
Calculated.
that's even better. Not perfect, but calculated any day, because then you start to get to some truths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now you can go on with your story.
No, it's totally fine. No, I appreciate that. So my thought is, if Trump wins, you may get some cheaper gas, and they'll definitely still fuck him. They'll try and fuck him in the House of, in Congress and Senate.
Right.
They'll filibuster. They'll do all of the things. They'll try and impeach him. They'll try and do all that shit again. Guaranteed.
Wasting
So
of
everything's
money.
gonna be via-
wasting of money.
Just a waste of fucking time. We're $40 trillion in debt. And they'll still try and do that. If Kamala wins, you get what you fucking vote for, which means that other side, fuck you. He's our president, or she would be our president, And she gets voted in somehow or wins the election, then it's on you motherfuckers that voted for her. And fuck you, because this country's going fucking in the toilet.
We're not going. We are.
Well, no. Imagine 4 more years of this bullshit. Fucking, there is no question that Biden has not been in fucking control of the country.
He's nowhere. Ever since he gave notice that he's not.
No, not even that.
He's not running anymore. I haven't seen him.
This is not fucking hyperbole. This is fucking like he has not done.
I haven't seen him anywhere.
She's like, I'm traveling around the world. I'm doing this. And then but I saw somebody that made a pretty simple fucking statement. It's like, you've traveled all around the world. Why haven't you gone to the goddamn border?
Yeah.
Well, we had people go to the border. Why? The fucking country is here.
Yeah.
You fucking lunatic.
Well, and people don't do your job for you. Only as the president, as the vice president.
Pete Buttigieg.
Only you can do that job.
Just over there sucking dicks
God bless you.
Fucking somewhere.
It's snotted everywhere.
I don't know. All right. So the Kamala cackle. And then we're going to get back to the cat memes because these fucking cat memes are the goddamn money. The Kamala cackle. And how she controlled her body language. This is on TMZ. Kamala Harris intentionally toned down infamous cackle, says body language expert. Can you go down and put down that dog?
I'm amazed that he's still barking.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear him?
Kamala Harris might have just had the last laugh. Not really. All the way to the White House, especially if she keeps using that softer laugh. That
it's fake.
It's fake.
Give me your real laugh.
She debuted during Tuesday night's debate, according to body language expert Tonya Raymond tells TMZ's Kamala's new muted laugh is a sharp departure from her usual high-pitched cackle, suggesting she was coached to dial it down.
She was coached to be fake.
Her viewers. Yeah, she's absolutely. Tanya tells us men in particular usually take offense to women's guffaw because everybody fucking hates that.
I know, but men
seeing it off-putting so a softer, more refined laugh.
So then she just goes back to who she really is when she gets president.
Yeah.
So why not just be yourself?
She's gonna do that anyway.
Why just not just be yourself? Because be your what do they say? Be your
real self, your true self.
There's a different word. Anyways, I'll think of it.
I know what you're getting at. That's gonna pop up.
I can't think of it. Genuine? No.
Be your genuine self. Why do I have a pop up on this motherfucker? God damn it, close there. Oh, there's a close button. So she also says, Tanya tells us men in particular, I just said that. So a softer, more refined laugh helps Harris seem more relatable and likable. No, she's not fucking more relatable and likable off of one little, one 90-minute video. Dude.
You either like her already or you already don't like her.
There are memes everywhere of her cackling. So she wonders if the old cackling was just for show. But either way, she says Kamala should 100% stick with her new toned down laugh, which you can't do. Like, you physically can't do. Right. If you got her in a room and you fucking cracked the fart
She could do it for 90 minutes because it's very much a focus.
Controlled.
But when you're out in the wild and you're interacting with life, are you going to always remember? It's like telling me to suck my stomach in 24/7. But I can do it when I think about it for an hour.
There's a whole nother
but I can't
story going on.
Okay.
A debate, if you will.
Okay.
Have you heard about these Haitians in Springfield, Ohio?
Other than from you?
Yep. Well, have you heard about them?
No.
I mean, have you heard about them all? So evidently, there's this town in Springfield. I'm going to educate you real quick. There's a town in Springfield. It's got like 60,000 people.
Okay.
Over the past several months, year, something like that, they've basically brought in 20,000 Haitian migrants illegally.
Is this the one taking over the apartments?
No, that's in Aurora, Colorado.
So
those are Venezuelan migrants up there. Those are gang members. These are just fucking people, Haitians moving in.
Okay.
With their different belief systems.
Okay.
If you will.
Yeah.
But their belief systems, and this is allegedly, because I've seen some pictures of some dudes walking down the road with
okay, keep going with your story.
A goose in their hand. Maybe some ducks.
A lot?
There's a video out there of a cat being strung up from a tree, being a pet. And these people are doing this on.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They're eating the fucking residents' animals and the people's stuff. But this, I've got, hey, MC, hang on. I've got a voodoo story here coming up pretty quick. Fucking shit is getting wild, right? All right. So.
Is it because they can't afford?
No. Because they're all on the government tit. They all get like $500 a month just in food. And
Each of them?
Yeah.
Each person?
Each person.
Jeez Louise.
Right. Or if you have a family of 4, then it's on one card.
But it's $1,000?
Then it'd be like go, and it never ends. Right. So you go, okay, so what's happening here?
Okay.
Well, they imported all these people. This one gentleman went to the city council and had a conversation with them and gave them some information and said, I've got video and I've been called from people that we can't get into line because there's so many Haitians and so many people coming in.
In line to what?
To get benefits.
Oh,
like
okay.
they are like disabled women
Right.
or disabled people or low income, like super. And they were like, hey, we need to get our
Food too.
food stamps
Yeah.
too, whatever. But they're U.S. citizens at least. Fuck off. But when you go to the point of like taking cats and animals and pets and cooking them, or there was one video of.
Is that how they ate at home? Is that why they're doing it?
Well, I saw another video and this dude went out on the street and was like, and he interviewed a few people and they're like, nah, we would never do that. And I'm like, hey, you look like a 22-year-old kid just trying to get work and blah, blah, blah. So you're like, is it there? But there's another video of a lady that's like, these people came home and she was on the driveway,
I don't want to know.
had already killed the cat and was eating it.
Raw?
Yeah.
You fucking
Cops get
zombie?
there, take a picture, like go like that, take a picture so they could get what's in her face, in her mouth. Like fucked up situations, right?
And then what did they do to her?
They arrest her in fucking the United States is different.
Yeah,
They
you get
ain't
fined for
Haiti,
that shit.
right? So all that being said,
Yeah.
the governor of Ohio is sending a whole bunch of, and they're, by the way, they're crashing cars because they don't know how to fucking drive. They're flipping cars over. They're burning shit.
Injuring themselves and
They're
others.
getting all fucked up, right? Like the fucking, this is a tiny fucking town.
Wonder why they settled there.
No, they didn't settle there.
I mean, who settled them
They
there
were
then?
busting.
I mean, but who would select that? Is it because it was a tiny
The
town? They're
federal
like, oh,
government.
it's tiny.
No.
They'll be hidden.
The federal government shipped them in there and put them there and dropped them off at like gas stations and shit, right? All right, so MC said, just got to make sure those videos are from here and now, though that's the thing. I've already caught a couple of fakes. That's why I'm not like super, like gotta be
Look at the
cautious.
cars around an
Yeah.
architecture.
So it's like, you gotta be careful about, but there is like pictures of like a dude walking down the street with a fucking duck in his hand and shit like that. Like
Where the hell do you
they're
get a
going
duck
down,
from?
but they have money for food.
Where'd they get a duck from?
The local lake or pond.
How do they catch them? Those things don't like
Doesn't
walk up
take
to you and
much.
be like, "Hey, pick me up, bruh."
One dude was like, we have people calling, or like, and he's down there videotaping, and he's like a local kind of like, I don't call him a celebrity or whatever, but big enough voice,
Right.
right? For that,
He's well known
community.
in the city.
Right. And he's like, yeah, they just walk up, get a duck, cut the head off, and walk off, and there's like families around. Think about that. And all of this is conjecture, and all this is hearsay. But the fact that even the hearsay is happening has caused this meme to fucking explode. Are you ready for this? Let me blow this up a little bit. How about that? Right. We're just going to go. There's tons. Right. You've got AI has gone next level on this. Right.
How big that cat is in the front. Holy
Absolutely.
shit.
Well, let's not worry about that. This is Donald Trump saving the ducks and the kittens. How about this one? Donald Trump and his long, wispy hair saving the kittens.
That one's horrible.
Absolutely.
At least the other one looks
How about
like
this one? Donald Trump even posted this. Donald Trump posted that picture to his fucking, like, I don't know if it's Instagram or his Truth Social. That's just a badass picture.
That's funny.
come on. Donald Trump herding some kittens.
Baby duckies. Not eating them like
I mean,
the bear.
not kittens, some baby ducks. Who had illegal Haitians eating your family pets for September? Do you remember this movie?
Can't see what it is. Hold on, it's coming.
It's this is the fucking one with what's his name when he's the teacher and he fucking goes on what was his name? Oh, I can't think of it.
Oh,
Anyway.
I've never seen this movie. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Oh no, it's a different one. This is the Fast and Furious. No, not Fast and Furious. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Is it gone in 60 seconds?
I think so. Nope. I don't
No,
remember.
it's not.
God damn it. I don't
It's
remember.
a movie that he's in, obviously. The same guy's in all those movies just mentioned, but
At this one, Trump 2024, it's all the cats. You can obviously figure out who I'm fucking for. Fuck off on the other side. Meh. Wah, 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 wah. Cat. That's a fucking badass. Come on, he's got a cape on. Hell yeah. This one's probably my favorite. Cat Lady's finding out what happens in Ohio.
oh, that's supposed to be Cat
It's
Lady.
John Wick.
John Wick is the Cat Lady.
Well, I mean, it's the stand-in for John Wick, right? Let's eat cats instead of let's eat.
Oh,
cake.
that's right. That is Cabin in the Woods. Thank you, Wilkery.
Was that Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Ah, thank you. Let them eat cats instead of let them eat cake. It's a throwback.
I get it.
And finally, but there's also some other ones that are like,
Oh, that
it's like the Chick-fil-A
the
cows.
cows eat more.
Eat more cats.
Eat more. Oh, instead of chickens.
Eat more cats. I hope that dog. I might feed.
I hope he's hoarse afterwards.
I might feed one of them to a Haitian.
You're not going to touch Henry.
Henry's a dick.
He's been a dick since Thursday. I told you. And what was your answer? I think he's going through a growth
I
spurt.
think our dog's going through a growth spurt. I said his name and now he's shut up. Maybe Lucy would just bite him. Think you just bite him and
I
let's like
just
put
think
him
he
in a
would get
chokehold?
tired. But here's the thing. He will be tired after the show.
You think so?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, fucking dog.
Excuse me.
So what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen? Leave some comments out there, and also go out and like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up.
Comments
real
on
quick.
what? What do you think is going to happen on what?
With the debate, the great debate.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, did she win? Did he win?
Nobody's ever going to win because both sides are saying they won.
They can't
So-
win. Yeah.
And really, it's not a win situation. It's an informative session that got. How many people got informed?
Informative session, huh?
Supposed to be.
I don't think it was really
It's
that
supposed to be
I don't
what
think it
I'm
was
going to
that
do.
informative.
Like when I'm going to do this, then she's supposed to come back and say, well, I'm going to do this. And then he's supposed to say, well, how come you didn't do that before? And she said, because I did this instead. Like it's not anything like it's supposed to be.
Can't
it is
win.
literally
It's
a
a
shit
no-win
show.
situation, right?
It literally is a shit show. And that's
Yeah.
why I don't watch them.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Animal sacrifices on the rise in Queens, New York.
Dude, you're on a
No, these are just stories that
on
were
like
out
a
there, dude.
animal
I gotta
sacrificial.
find this one real
channel.
quick. This was in the.
I
this
know,
was-
but what I'm saying is your second animal.
no, it's like these things are happening. This was September 7th. This was just the other day.
I get that they're happening. You're
Animal
just on a kick
sacrifices
about talking about
On
it.
the rise in Queens with chickens, pigs tortured and twisted rituals. This is the voodoo shit that I think MC was just talking about. Or was it Will?
MC.
MC, yeah. Right? So you go, animal sacrifices are surging in Queens. Why the fuck is that happening? With chickens, pigs, and rats being tortured, mutilated, and killed in twisted religious rituals in parklands surrounding Jamaica Bay, the Post has learned. In a little over a month, at least 9 wounded animals or carcasses have been discovered in a federally managed Spring Creek. Goddamn,
People are going to go to hell.
as they should. Spring Creek area, Spring Creek Park in Howard Beach and the Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge in Broad Channel, including 5 live pigs. Like, where the fuck? It ain't like Texas where you can just go get some pigs. We can go trap some pigs,
Can even? Oh yeah, but okay.
right? Creatures recovered from the revolting scene also included a near-dead baby rat tied up in a bag with chicken bones. Anytime you add chicken bones,
It's voodoo.
it's voodoo.
Anytime you had bones
Anytime you had anything.
and teeth and
Freshly
hair.
decapitated chicken head, a live hen in distress, and a dead dog with its neck snapped. It's all fucked up. There's pictures there's pictures.
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
ever
share
want to
those.
see.
It's continually getting worse. The animal
Is
sacrifices.
it in one location that it keeps happening?
It's in that park.
So why aren't they surveilling that park?
Why don't
then?
you have goddamn game cameras out?
That's what I'm saying.
everywhere?
Why aren't they surveilling that park?
It's fucking New York City is fucking wild, bro. Definitely, that's voodoo.
Yeah,
100%
100.
voodoo. What do you think the resurgence?
Well, here's the thing, though.
of-
Voodoo isn't necessarily always bad. This might be more like demonic sacrifices.
That's exactly what this is.
It's not. It may not be voodoo. Voodoo's not always bad.
Well, if you're a Christian, it kind of is.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But that's not. That's more.
But I'm not a Christian.
That's more. Yes, you are. You lying sack of shit.
I'm a Catholic. We repent and we're good.
You're not,
like,
babe. When was the last time you went to church? The Catholic church.
When was the last time I went to church?
Easter, as a matter of fact, last April.
That was your church.
What bitch? You
Church of
didn't.
Latter-day
You
Saints.
didn't quantify, and no, it wasn't. You didn't quantify what kind of church. You just asked when the last time you went to church. April.
When was the
When's
last time
you
I went
went
to church with shoes, closed-toe shoes?
Nobody
on?
goes to church with closed-toe shoes on anymore. That's why you go to a
The
non-denominational.
good Catholics do.
No, that's why you go to a non-denominational.
No.
When was the last time you went to a Catholicism service?
When my mother died.
That doesn't count because it wasn't a service. It was a fucking funeral, and I was there. I would know.
Service.
When was the last time you actually went to church? Church, like a service, a Catholic service.
Catholic?
A Catholic.
Catholic? Oh, I
service.
couldn't tell you. Like decades.
Like
Decades.
2 decades, 3 decades.
No, 2.5.
Well, we've been together too, so it's
2.5.
way longer than that.
When one of my grandparents died, probably right before we got together.
Okay,
It was when my grandfather died.
about 18 years.
So that's
But again,
well
a
earlier.
funeral,
I mean,
but
that's
like just
close
church,
enough.
like just going to church, not for a family death.
No, if you go to a funeral in a Catholic church,
No,
that covers
I'm not
you for
talking. No,
24
that doesn't cover
years.
you for shit.
Yeah, it absolutely
You still
does.
got to go supposedly say your
No.
Hail Marys and your Father
No, you
forgive me
don't.
for I have sinned.
Oh, I do
to
that.
the guy,
I
the
do that every
priest.
night.
Yeah,
when
but
I'm
not
going
to a
bed.
priest.
I'm like, oh my god, I yell at my wife. Dominus Dominus.
That's not a sin, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
No, beating your wife's not a sin.
Yes. If I yell at you according to the Bible, no,
Yeah,
I'm
then I'm
kidding.
allowed to beat.
You're allowed to go beat that dog into submission. Not really, because you tried that earlier. Not beating him, but
It
like
worked.
getting him to like calm down.
It worked.
Kept him restrained for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I don't
real
know.
effective.
It's interesting that why. So it just
I want to
go
know
back
what they're
and think-
doing to combat it.
I bet you there's a fucking. I talked about this maybe 3 years ago. We started in 2020. I talked about this.
Okay, keep going.
Maybe it was on the Castro
Talk
files.
about it again. Quick.
We
quick-
talked about there potentially being a serial killer during the pandemic in New York City.
Well, I don't
And I was
remember
like,
that, but okay.
or any major metropolitan area, because there was no cops. There's no cops.
There wasn't one. You're just saying there could have been that. They
No,
didn't
I'm not
talk
saying
about.
there is.
Right.
This is a perfect scenario to be like, hey,
I don't. If this is a serial killer, he's 15 and he's getting worse.
that's what I'm saying. Kids start out by like killing squirrels. and
No, they
killing
start out by
dogs
first killing ants and bugs.
No, I mean, but
then
yeah,
they
yeah,
progress
they
to
progress.
small
Yeah.
mammals, and
Like
then they
burning
keep
them
going.
with like a flashlight. Or
Yeah.
yeah. No, I understand that. Just saying.
That's
is
why I'm
there
just
a
wondering,
serial
like,
killer out
are
there?
they surveillancing the park?
Hang on a second. I did see another video. This one
Oh,
came up,
Lord.
and this girl was talking about how I don't know if it's Brooklyn, 'cause I don't know New York City that well, but there have been several body parts have been coming up over the past like month and a half.
Yeah, but you can buy those.
No. But no, you don't. You can't just buy.
You can.
No,
There's
no.
conferences and shit that you can go to,
If
like
you
medical
do
conferences.
things and you're a medical doctor, you're not going to put
I
it.
read this whole article about people were stealing body parts from the grave because they were going to those conferences and they were selling them and making money off of them.
Okay,
So,
you got
yes.
that, but they're not going to throw them into the lake and just let them go.
No, but somebody
the river.
could be once they're done with them.
No.
They're not like your buddy
No,
who was a.
that's less likely than somebody actually murdering somebody in New York City. New York City, right? Like, but they've had several instances where they've had like body parts coming up and washing ashore in this one area.
Here's the thing: they can tell if those body parts were cut off after death. So
Listen to you, you little fucking You need to get back on with Andrea and
We're working on it.
figure it out.
She's trying to make something happen that I can't talk about, but it's one of the stories that we talked about. She's trying to get an interview with the woman.
No, that's fine. I'm also. I want insight.
It's
we'll get Brian.
It's taking a little bit to
Andrea.
get.
No, that's
it's
cool.
taking a little bit to get. She's trying really hard to get an interview with the lady that.
No, that's cool. No.
That was one of her stories that we did together.
But what I'm saying is get on with Andrea and talk about like what there is this New York City thing happening. It's legit. Like where body parts are fucking washing up, and it's happened before. Like it happened.
Are there any fun topics?
Yeah, I've got a couple here in a couple.
Okay, let's move on.
No.
Yes.
This is a fun topic.
No.
Super
It's
interesting.
super
where, like,
morbid.
a foot washes up and you're like, you're
Super
just out for your
morbid.
morning walk.
I mean,
You're like having your cup of tea if you're British. And the bitch.
cup of
And you're
tea.
like, oh my God,
Cup of
is that
tea.
a foot?
That was horrible, by the
That
way.
was the most best British I've got.
Was that a foot?
Is that a foot?
There you go. That was better.
How about a little Jon Bon Jovi to save the day?
Yes, please.
Want a little JBJ? JBJ.
Is that his nickname for real?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I don't think I have the picture. God damn it. I think I forgot to put the picture in there. Anyway, there's a story. Jon Bon Jovi convinces women not to jump off of the Nashville Bridge. Can you just look up Jon Bon Jovi saves a woman? And then we'll put it on yours. Jon Bon Jovi helped stop a woman from jumping off a Nashville bridge. This is like literally like hero shit. Like this guy gets to like sign off on hero shit. Jon Bon Jovi helped stop a woman from jumping off a Nashville bridge on Wednesday, likely saving her life. Legendary rocker
He's
encountered
old.
the woman around 6 p.m. this evening.
What
as
picture am I looking
He
for, by
was
the way?
filming a musical video for his song People's House on the John Singlethauer pedestrian bridge. I think I got it right. You're just looking for a picture of him
Oh, yeah.
standing next to a woman.
Oh, no.
on
The
bridge.
picture of, okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
I got to go back.
In surveillance videos shared on X by the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department, the living on a prayer singer can be seen approaching the woman as she appears to be about to jump. She's literally got her arms. She's on the other side, right? Bon Jovi then spoke to the woman with another bystander. Shortly after, Bon Jovi and the fellow Good Samaritan helped pull the woman over the railing and away from danger. After the woman was back on the pedestrian path, she and Bon Jovi hugged. The bridge was completely open to public when Bon Jovi was filming the video, and the incident subsequently occurred. The Post understands that Bon Jovi won't be making any public comments about this to respect the person's privacy. And a source told the Post that Bon Jovi did what any person would do in that circumstance.
I wonder how many people walked by her, though.
No, I think it's like they were filming the Living on an Edge.
Is that a song?
Living on a Prayer? No, Living on an Edge is Aerosmith. Living on a Prayer.
Living on a prayer.
No, they were singing another song. Did you find
Take
the
my
pictures?
hand. I'm looking for, there's
It's on the New York Post.
supposed to be a video, but it's
No,
just a
don't play the
commercial right
video.
now.
Just
Okay,
go to
so there's
pictures.
a ton.
let's go to one
Come
picture.
on,
Find
for
one
the
picture.
Love of people. So here's a picture
Yeah, plug it in. Let's
with
go.
her.
Always in a hurry over there.
Never in a hurry. What the fucking fuck? I'm never in a hurry. You hurry enough for both of us.
Can you at least pick up the pace like slightly? This is what my problem is with people at work, is that you're going to give me a fucking stroke.
Get the fuck over it, bruh.
Nah, dude. You're going to give me a fucking stroke
Okay,
with how
go.
slow people go, and there's just no sense of urgency, like at all.
You know I'm at
Like, I
home,
wanna
right?
murder all you
You know I'm at
Just
home,
kidding. I'm
right?
not gonna do
And
that.
it's my
There is
evening. It's my
Jon
evening
Bon
off, and
Jovi
you're not my boss, and I don't
living
work
on
for
a
you. So
There's JBJ.
be nice, or I'm gonna unplug
He's
it.
over to the right. He's on the far right. And you have another woman that had walked up just to help out, right? And then they eventually talked her back over. Dude, I understand what happens. I don't understand what happens. Like, I've never been on that side, but I've seen lots and lots of videos. There's a cop that has saved. He was on
I mean, that's
Drinking
amazing.
Bros.
And
There's a cop that was on Drinking Bros that has saved like dozens and dozens, probably maybe 100 people from jumping
here's
off.
the crazy thing.
Give me a second. Jumping off the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge, and he told the story of like what happens and like how you get them back over, and it's insane. And like, there's only one person or two people that have ever survived jumping off, right? And they're like, it was fucking insanity, like what they went through. So go on. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't remember.
Oh, now you don't remember?
Mm-mm.
But if you ever are in that situation, we have to throw this out. There are suicide hotlines. There are people to talk to.
Call a friend.
Call a friend. Do anything you can, right? We'll always say that too. It's crazy, but that's a crazy story. He's out there filming,
Yes.
right? And then he's like, hold on.
There's
What's
the woman
that
in
lady
distress.
doing on the wrong side of the fence
Yeah.
or the whatever?
Situational awareness. A lot of people don't have that.
Right. And then the other woman to become involved in
Right.
it as well. Takes a big deal.
Well,
Like,
and the reason why I said I wonder how many people walked by, there was a picture that looks like somebody's looking at her, but they're just walking. They're not veering that way. They're walking by. And I'm like, hopefully,
you got to be involved. You have to be
mean,
involved in people's lives.
yeah, that's
Even if you don't,
for some
like,
people.
oh, I got to go to work.
For some people, that getting involved is what saves their lives because they're lonely and they
Takes
think no one
fucking-
cares. And then somebody shows that they care and they're like, all right, I'm worth living for,
Goddamn right.
you know? So,
Right? So, except for that dog downstairs. He'd probably jump off a
I'm
bridge.
pretty sure we didn't put them in the bathroom on Friday. They were just wild in the
He
bedroom.
absolutely did.
Then we put all three of them in there then.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we didn't. We left Mick in the bedroom. Maybe that's
Did we
why.
close the door? No, we didn't close
No,
the door.
we didn't.
No,
And
just
he
went in there.
barked. I just can't believe his stamina.
Wait till we kennel him.
What do you mean? We're not kenneling him while I'm home, just so you fucking know that.
No, we're going to put him in your office.
I'm going to stick him in your dick. No, we're
How-
not
you can't
kenneling
put a
him.
40-pound
Watch me.
dog in my dick.
Watch me.
It doesn't work.
He's
Weirdo.
not kenneling.
Can you give me the lobster roll hero? You got to plug
Don't
that
kill
thing back
yourself.
in.
Outlive your enemies so they never win.
Exactly. Thank you, Jacob. That's fucking absolutely.
Yes, and
100%.
MC said truth. I hate. I can't stand people who whip out their phone at the first chance. I
Yeah.
agree.
I absolutely agree with that. Like, just don't.
Well,
do
this
that.
one resonated with me because, well, you're from New Hampshire,
And
it's
it's
the
lobster
land
roll.
of lobster rolls. So here's the funny thing: it was a lobster roll eating competition.
You almost choked to death at a lobster roll eating competition, and you're from New England.
And it was
What,
his
he was from New
first-
Hampshire?
Yeah, it was his first. Well, I think he was. We'll look here in a minute. It was his first attempt at. It was his first eating lobster roll competition. So I'm going to show you the video in a minute. But so a man says he's grateful to New Hampshire governor came to his aid when he was started choking during a lobster roll eating contest. So Christian Moreno was choking on a lobster roll at his first competitive eating contest when a man to the side of the stage noticed what was happening and rushed over to give him the Heimlich maneuver. Turns out that person was the New Hampshire governor, Chris Sununu.
Sununu, a Republican. Sununu.
Video shows the governor lifting Moreno off his feet, which I'll show you here in a minute. And he gives him several abdominal compressions at the Hampton Beach Seafood. Oh, that's not
It's at the beach.
Hampton Beach.
Oh, no shit.
Seafood Festival on Sunday. How come we never go when there's a seafood festival?
Because you don't want to go in fucking in September.
I'll go in September. It's not cold yet.
It's where they shut. This is where the beach that I
A
grew
paramedic
up on.
then stepped in and continued the compressions, and the food was dislodged. This motherfucker was stuck where he was so big.
I grew up on this beach, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire.
Oh, the mother
They shut
this
down the
bitch
whole beach.
recovered and continued eating in the contest.
Goddamn
I
right.
mean, he should have
all
just
you had to
been-
do is clear it out.
He should have been ejected for choking. That is
Kind of a
a novice
move.
problem.
Yeah.
He said Monday he was grateful for the governor's
Does he have to?
action.
No. The question is this:
Doesn't get to count
All
that one.
None of that counts.
No, just the one he was choking on doesn't count. So he said Monday he was grateful. No, he wasted no time in stepping in and trying to remedy the situation, making sure that others were aware.
Let's see it.
The
Let's see
mayor said
video.
is the first time he's performed the maneuver, which is also known as abdominal thrust. I'm just glad I paid attention to my
Heimlich
high school
maneuver.
class, my high school health class. So it's not that hard. I've never done it.
My mom had to do it multiple times on me when I
So
was
this
a kid.
Modano guy was one of 6 contests who had 10 minutes to eat as much as they could. The rolls were served with lettuce and light mayo and piled high with lobster.
No
Oh,
fucking get your lettuce out of there, you.
it's
fucking
every
losers.
foodie's dream. He said, all the lobster rolls you can eat to your heart's desire.
Yeah, because it's like $40 a piece.
He said he found the stool too tall for the table, so he stood up. He ended up punching over his food, and just after 2 rolls, he was in trouble.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you're
realized I was so
standing.
hyper focused on how I was standing or sitting that I was not chewing, he said. So I tried to wash it down with some water and it ended up getting stuck, and I was just trying to make sure to stay calm.
That's what you don't.
He said he was hitting himself in the chest a few times before turning to do the signal that he was choking. So here is the.
Everybody knows that fucking dude. New
What is
Hampshire.
it?
That's the
You
universal
have to
sign.
cross your hand. You can't
Yeah,
just grab your.
Well, I mean, because that is the natural response to I'm choking, because you're gonna start going like this, like to try and like.
I'm gonna start trying to run my abdomen into shit.
Well, that only if you know to self Heimlich. That's what
It's
that
like
is.
my worst fear. If I ever choke, it's I'm always home by myself. It's gonna be when I'm home by myself and I'm gonna fucking die.
Run outside in the street.
Well, I'm gonna go knock on doors, but then I'm gonna like
Nope.
get.
You got to be calm. You got to hold your. You just gotta.
Okay, so here's the
You
video.
only have you have like a good 40 seconds of oxygen in your.
Ready?
blood. Yep. Let's see this. No audio on this one, by the way.
No, 2 seconds. Hold on. Yeah, you're fine. Get bad. Okay.
Can you plug it
Go.
in?
It is plugged in. Try it again.
There you go. It's gone. It's gone.
So you can see him like he's hitting his chest
Can
there.
you zoom in? Oh. I wonder if I know that dude.
Do you know anyone Modano?
Probably.
He first says I'm good, and then he's like, nope, still there. The lady in red shirt's like, oh shit, we better get somebody.
He's like, I'm still fucking.
That one guy was trying to hit him on the back. He's like, that's not gonna work, bruh.
He didn't even make it one. He didn't even have one.
I saw that.
That fucking loser choked off not even having one lobster
Well,
roll.
he got.
They
he
are
kept
literally
going.
this
He
big.
kept going. It doesn't say. Let me see if it says how many he ultimately ended
That
up
bitch.
eating.
He's like, I had 1.5.
Let's see if it says how many he
Ah,
ultimately ended up
fucking
eating.
loser.
He said,
It's his problem. He's out of shape. That dude was like a little. He was like my height, but weighed like 240.
he ended up
Loser.
eating 9 rolls, placing 4th, with the winner
Yeah,
eating
fucking
13.
Loser.
The winner only had 13.
Yeah, fucking losers.
He only beat him by 4.
Dude, my dad used to do fucking You were at my dad's fucking things. He'd do the lobster bakes. Get like 100
we didn't put him on
lobsters.
bread though.
Nah, fuck that. Just fucking drink a bunch of water. That shit goes down. They're those little split top. They're not like
I've never
big,
had one.
They're not. Yes, you've had a
You
lobster
said
roll.
that, and I've never
They're
had
not
one.
like the big hot dog bowl buns. They're split
little
top hot dog. So
Buñuelos.
they're like little tiny things, and then
Yeah.
they split them. And then you go like this, and you throw some lettuce, throw some mayo, and you do that.
Fuck the lettuce. I just want the mayo and the lobster.
And the better ones are with. I like mayo and I like drawn butter.
Drawn butter. What's
So
that?
you can get them with like some people
Can you
like.
just put butter on the roll?
Well, no, they drizzle drawn butter over it,
What's drawn fucking butter?
like clarified butter, like what you would dip your
Oh.
lobster into.
So it's not oily?
No, it's just butter. And you just you got to eat it fast. It's got to be hot. So those ones, I wonder if those ones are cold. That's the problem.
Ugh, I hate cold sandwiches.
But if you ate those, so sometimes they're good.
I'm
Hey,
hungry.
by the way, I'm going to go to New Hampshire like next week, and have
Did you get tickets?
no, not yet, but I'm going to
Okay.
get some because I just saw that video. And I got to find that guy and out eat him. I'm going to out eat the other dude too. Anybody's in New Hampshire in the next couple weeks, let me know. I haven't seen my dad in 2 years.
Okay, so I'm going to give you, we're running out of time, but
Mhm.
I'm going to give you a quick follow-up on a story.
Let's hear it.
So if you guys remember back in like January, February timeframe,
This was the big deal.
I talked about a story where 3 guys went over to a friend's house to watch a Kansas City Chiefs game, and they found him dead 3 days later, frozen
the
to death in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was where was
January.
that? Buffalo?
Let's
York?
see.
It was-
Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see.
It was Buffalo, right?
I'm looking. Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, it's Casey. Oh, they were in. Okay, I was thinking. Anyway.
Okay,
sorry,
so charges are the lawyer gives huge update after Kansas City Chiefs fan frozen to death as cops ready to file charges.
Okay.
So charges are likely to finally be filed 9 months after chilling discovery of 3 Kansas City Chief fans frozen to death in a friend's backyard.
You guys remember this? Like the girlfriend,
The
wasn't it? Or
wives,
the
the
wife or
wives.
something, finally went over after like a day or something.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days, and finally went over and was like, "Why is my husband dead in the
Yeah.
backyard?"
So in the months
Like,
since the
blah, blah,
men's
blah, blah, blah.
death, some family members aired their suspicion of foul play, but a lawyer for the
There was
homeowner,
there was
Jordan
cops
Willis,
involved. Wouldn't
says that his client is currently not the person expecting charges, according to the Daily Mail. The bodies of David Harrington, 36, Ricky Johnson, 38, and Clayton McGreeny, 37, were discovered in the backyard of their pal Jordan Williams' residence in Kansas City, Missouri on January 9th,
right.
2 days after their gathering. So 2 days, sorry, not 3. 2 days after their gathering to watch the Chiefs take on the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mhm.
Their loved ones suspected that Williams, which I don't know why this is important, but who is an HIV scientist, played a part in their
He
untimely
was
demise.
asleep in the bedroom.
Yes.
He was asleep for 2 days in his bedroom. That was the key.
So friends were found. The friends were found
remembering
lifeless
all.
outside of Jordan Williams' home on January 9th following their
And he
visit.
never went and checked on them.
Chiefs match 2 days prior. Williams maintains he was unaware of their bodies outside of his house and hasn't left his house since their visit.
Right.
Or hadn't left their house
Right,
since their
because
visit.
he passed out drunk, and then he went to work on his little HIV. But he's like super intelligent dude.
Right. Willis was reported
They can't die of
unreachable
AIDS that fast.
and claims he's unaware. I can tell you what they found. Hold on. Unaware that his friends were being frantically searched for by their loved ones. However, the victim's family remains skeptical of his assertion, despite the police stating there are 100% not treating this as a homicide case, and that Willis is neither a suspect nor has been charged, and that he was cooperative with detectives the day the deceased were discovered. The attorney for Williams informed Fox News that despite the expectation of charges forthcoming in the next few weeks, his client will not be charged. So toxicology reports revealed the presence of cocaine, THC, and fentanyl in their systems. So they had a lot. They were partying.
No, so if they had coke and it was mixed with fentanyl,
and THC, but that's
no,
weed.
Weed wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But if they had coke mixed with fentanyl and they all had a bad batch, and they went outside and it was like the first time they did it, and they went outside, and they're like,
Fell
"Hey, let's go
asleep.
bump this," and then they all go outside, fentanyl will kill you in like fucking a second.
So, but officials have been slow to
they all
issue a cause of death for
OD.
them, despite being confident that Willis won't face criminal charges. His lawyer still says that he could still potentially be a possibility for a civil suit.
Negligence or some sort of.
So
Yeah.
the lawyer
Oh,
suggested
that's
those who
great.
might have supplied the football fans with drugs could potentially face the charges.
But
So
who the
they're-
fuck are they?
They haven't said yet.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
criminal liability could be for a felony murder charge if somebody provided those young men with drugs.
What's
So-
it called when your I can't think of it. Your dad explained all these legal out on the when I did the podcast with him. He's like, yeah, it's when you're part of like conspiracy. Like you can be considered part of a conspiracy even if you pass the drugs to somebody.
Oh,
and
you
they
were the
take 'em.
supplier. You're part of the chain.
You're in the chain.
So what they have to do
Yeah,
is they have to
it's
find the guy that sold
conspiracy.
the drugs to them, and then from that guy they have to find the dealer.
Right.
So yeah, so I was reading today. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting because we did talk about this story.
Okay.
So the
So they're
guy,
going back to court?
no, he's not being charged.
No, it's like the case
they haven't.
continues.
The case continues. The family's frustrated because it has taken 9 months.
Mhm.
They don't feel that they've had their fair share of like the investigation being completed.
9 months is a long time though. To have your husband like dead in the backyard of his buddy's house.
Yeah,
I'd kind of be a little upset, I think.
you're not wrong.
All right, I've got an otter story.
Odd or nowhere.
An otter story. Jogger left bloodied, dazed, and crying after getting mauled by a gang of otters. Do you want me to play the video or do you want me to show some pictures? What would you prefer, Castro?
Say again. I was catching up on the chat.
All right. Jogger left
Videos.
bloodied, dazed, and crying after getting mauled by a gang of otters. You want the videos
Yeah,
or the audio?
Video.
All right, let me see your the clicker.
Oh,
clicker.
audio. There's what?
Well, it'd be video of it. Give me a second. All right. So what happened was this woman's out for a jog. Have you ever gone for a jog, honey?
Not in
Can
forever.
you pay attention to me? Stop reading
I
notes.
just fucking answered you. Not in forever.
Just pay attention to the story.
I am listening.
What is happening with you?
Oh my gosh.
Why are you going
Why are you
down
being
this
such a
deep,
girl?
dark,
Go
dark
with your
road?
story. Come on.
I am trying, and you're not listening. Jogger left bloodied, dazed, and crying after getting mauled by a gang of otters. I think that dog's I'm gonna murder that dog.
Keep going.
I'm
Just
trying.
Ignore him.
Yeah, I'm trying. All right. So we need to pause this. We need to go back a second. We're gonna share this little story here because what would you do if you were out for just a jog Sunday afternoon jog? If I can get this fucking thing to come up. There we go. There we go. We've got a
shit.
gaggle of otters.
That's like 3, 6.
I don't know what a gang. What do you look up what a group of otters are?
Hold on.
Right? But this lady got fucking mauled by some
What's with the
otters.
bus?
That's called a ambulance in
Oh.
Japan or something.
Oh, this was in fucking Japan?
Yeah. She got fucked up. Like this whole thing got her and chewed her the fuck up.
4, 5. I wonder if she had like a fish scent on her or
Why? Because she's
What?
Asian?
no, like did she eat fish and that's what they smell? So they're like, oh, she's got fish on her.
Why? Because she's Asian?
No.
God damn. So there's your herd of otters. Just
So it's a video of the attackers, but not the video of the attack.
yeah, they don't have that of this.
So now pay the holy fuck, the words. You said you could play the video or
No,
what
I
was
can't
this?
play the audio. Anyway, this is her
They
all
travel in
chewed up.
packs.
So the otter leave
A bevy, look where he said.
Is that what it is? A bevy? A woman was left crying in a pool of her own blood after getting savaged by a gang of otters in Malaysia. The unidentified victim had reportedly been jogging through Tanjung Aru Recreation Park in Sabah, wherever that is,
She probably kicked a baby.
when she was beset by 8 of these beasts, Viral Press reported. Accompanying footage shows the water weasels.
Water weasels.
Water
Otters are
weasel
cute.
ocelot fleeing from the scene after they attacked. Like they just fucking went up to her and went,
She must not run very fast.
you have 8 of them, bitch.
I'm kidding.
It's like having 8 little midgets trying to attack. 8 little of the fucking asshole downstairs locked away in the bathroom.
I could probably outrun him.
Who's a dog, by the way.
Interesting.
But think about that.
And you imagine that first bite? She was like, "What the? Oh!"
Bites her calf, takes her down.
Well, they got her arms. How'd they get her arms?
Because she fell down. There was 8 of them.
They tripped her.
It's like gremlins.
They worked as a team to bring her down, and they were
should
like,
call them a team. What did they call them? What was
a
it?
bevy.
A bevy? Group of otters is allegedly a bevy. Travel in packs.
All right. Well,
Just saying, bro.
she ain't gonna run through there no more.
Anyway, investigators found that the beasts, which reportedly lived nearby, had entered the park to forage for food in a pond. Just saying. He explained, swimmer bitten by, that's another story. So,
Interesting.
what are you going to do when the otters come for
What
you,
you gonna do
brother?
when the otters come for you? Bad otters, bad otters. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the otters come for you? I'm gonna run like a motherfucker.
You don't run anymore, remember?
Doesn't mean I can't
Nah.
when the situation calls
Nah,
for
you're
it.
broken.
Listen, I just did a spin class yesterday, and
Yeah,
I'm
and you
not
can't
sore.
move anymore. So
not
I just
sore.
need to put you in front of a spin class and then take you out for a hike where there are grizzly bears, and then I'll get life insurance.
No, you won't, because you just called it out in public. So
Nah, I mean, like it's all on you. You're doing naturally selective things. Like I'm not gonna force you to go walk in front of a bear.
I've known you to force me to do shit before, hence the calf.
What's your feel good?
Mine is a bear trying to get into a hammock.
Why would a bear try and get in a hammock? That's
Why
the
wouldn't they?
dumbest thing ever.
You are such a negative Nelly today. You are just,
I mean,
I
like,
got sand in my vagina.
I'm just like realistic about things.
You're just a grumpy old man
Like-
already. Like, I can't wait to see what you're like at 86. I probably will put you out of your misery.
I hope fucking
So, okay. So a bear might have thought that the hammock behind a mountain home would be a good place to take a nap, but he'd have to mount it first, which cracked me up. Courtney Coco was in her kitchen when she noticed the massive animal lumbering
Unmount
into
that
her
hammock.
backyard. The determined bear spent about 5 minutes trying to balance itself on the hammock, and luckily she captured it all on video, which I'll play for you in a bit. She said at first she couldn't believe her eyes. She said the massive bear trying to get on the hammock, and the next thing I know, it was flipping over and doing a full somersault. The bear doing a somersault in my backyard is the most Colorado thing that ever had happened to me, which makes sense. So
Oh, shit. Keep talking.
I can't keep going. I'm waiting on you.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
I already said everything I had to say.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah, a massive bear trying to get on the hammock. And next thing he was doing a pilot. The property purchased by her family in August. Nobody cares about that. She was in Vail, Colorado. You really
In Vail?
can't find it?
Well, you know, your feet would help.
Sorry?
I could find anything in this studio setup.
Mostly because you'd lose them.
We really need somebody to come in here and take care of business.
All right.
Nick, Jacob
That's the wrong
said
topic.
the feeling of being able to work out for the first time in 10 years is amazing.
Who?
Feeling after actually working out
That
for
was-
the
I
first
need
time
the
in 10
other
years is
piece.
horrible and is killing him now.
Who?
Jacob Nickel,
Oh,
brother,
keep going. My butt balls hurt today, but they're still going.
your butt balls?
I told you that's what Heather's client, another client of Heather's, calls your sit bone butt balls because when they're injured, it hurts. I don't know. I don't make up the rules. I just started calling them that too. So yeah, there were a couple times that I sat on something when I was working out. Oh, you know, you go to sit on like one of the machines. You're like, oh, that's right on my sit bone. She's like, butt balls. I'm like, okay, my butt balls hate you right now. All right, so
That other person's a transvestite, probably. They're like, oh, my butt balls. You ready?
yes, turn it on.
It's on.
Wait, it's clocking now. Hold
Can
on.
you
There we
actually
go.
blow it up? You know, there's a thing on the bottom.
Just shut up and enjoy the fucking video.
Oh, was that it?
No,
Oh, get it, bear. Get some.
it's a little long, but it's.
If I'm
still
gonna get a
funny.
fucking hammock, that's the hammock I'm goddamn getting. Right? It's gotta be a big bear. That
I
looks
love
like
though,
a big
like
bear.
he balances for a second. He's like, oh, okay, oh, I got it.
Yep,
I
yep, yep.
got it.
He's got
I
it.
got it.
He's got it.
I got it. Okay, now I'm gonna try to swing my legs around. I'm gonna try swing my legs
He's
around.
gonna dump
I'm
on
gonna-
his head like a panda.
Oh, I'm gonna
bear.
try. Oh, use my arm.
Yep,
Oh,
he's-
use my arm.
That's a big fucking bear, dude. Because you think like put one. You know how our neighbors had their kids used to play in them,
Yeah, they still do.
right? And they look like this big in that big ass sheet.
Yeah.
That bear looked gigantic. And yes, Nate, as MC said, nickel, yes, get some. It sucks. Like, just keep doing it. It will get easier. Just like anybody.
Listen, just don't pull a Beth and like get in shape and then quit working out and then
For
decide
4
6 months
years.
later, okay, 4 years, to go back and start working out again, only to quit. I'm sticking with it this time.
Just do it. It's not that big of a deal. Just do like, even if you get tired of it once you get back into it, do a couple days a week. Go do something.
You know what? Embrace the suck. Don't cry about it. Just work through it. I'm allowed to say that because I do that every week right now.
You embrace the suck every week.
Well, I live with you for one, so yes.
Isn't that just a lifestyle? Ask Tim Kennedy.
No, I
Should we
mean
just call
it's
Tim Kennedy
only a
right now?
lifestyle. It's only a lifestyle if you get paid to do it. Otherwise, it's just torture.
Is it?
But I mean, here's the little
See,
things, Jacob.
Will said he's at the gym right now.
Here's the little things. It's the stuff that you haven't been able to do that you're going to do. Like, for example, Greg wasn't listening to me because he never listens
No,
to
I
me.
fucking hate
But I
this
was in a
stuff.
chair in the garage, sitting there with him, talking for a
And her
bit, and I went
nuts
to
hurt,
get up, and
evidently.
I realized on Saturday night that I don't need help getting out of that chair anymore. I don't even use my hands.
What do you mean you don't need help?
I used to have to use my hands on the
Oh, you can just
armrest.
stand up?
I can just stand up without touching anything, which
That's
before.
great. That's awesome.
So it's a little thing. Celebrate the little
Push,
things.
pull, legs is a great. I fucking hate doing legs, and I haven't done legs in like 5 years.
I do legs on Friday now.
I do different things for legs.
I did spin yesterday, so I told her I didn't want to do legs today, and I should have just got it out of the way.
Every once in a while, I'll throw on like a little squat here and there, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go like not do that
And how do you keep your legs so fucking muscular?
because I grew up with muscular legs.
Well, your brother doesn't have muscular legs.
No, my brother's a dick.
Your brother's, God, you are ornery as fuck tonight.
He's got skinny dick legs.
He's got skinny legs.
Yeah, it's skinny dick legs. I've got way bigger, better legs than him. I had a dude come up to me from jiu-jitsu and he's like, hey, dude, why are your calves so
Did
big?
4 hours a day, 6 days a week. Jacob, no wonder why you were broken.
I'm literally a fucking hobbit. I've got like big old little is that a thing? Big little calves.
Big
And
old
then-
calves, no little in there.
Yeah, big calves. Like, but I'm also like 5'6".
You're not a hobbit. Quit
It's
saying
kind of
that.
pretty like
Because if you're a hobbit, then I'm dating a fucking hobbit, and I refuse to embrace
you
that.
are a lady of the
The hobbit culture
what where did the hobbits live?
under
The Shire.
under
You're a
the
lady
hill.
of the Shire. Absolutely. You're a lady of the Shire. Those furry toes of yours.
My fucking furry toes. Bro, have you looked at your feet? Not only are they hairy, but they're square, and they literally look like hobbit feet.
You've got a hammer toe.
She's still pretty when
You're
she's painted.
part fucking whatever elfin that hammer toe comes from.
Oh.
Lady Hammer Toe.
Elf is better than a
Is
hobbit.
it Hammer Toe? What's the dude that was actually the miner guy?
Hobbit build is best for legs, is what Wilker
Goddamn
said.
right it is. Fucking, I don't have to squat so far.
Oh my lord. Okay, what's your feel good? Because this
My
is
feel
you're getting
good.
ridiculous.
My feel good is. Oh, okay. So the irrigation guy that came down today, we had to have our irrigation all done.
Greg says it's our 25-year cycle of everything breaking in our house.
Our
right
house
now.
is up 20 years. Our house is about 20 years. It's actually 20. It was built in 99, so it is 25 years. And everything this fucking year is starting to go on us. And we're lucky that we can afford to fucking fix
Thank you,
some
Daddy.
minor things, right? Like the gutters and the fucking
They're
sprinklers.
not fucking minor things when they cost $2,000.
Well, yeah. But the
Minor things
gutters-
was $500 for the sprinklers today. That's minor.
But the dude, I happened to see, he had a little tattoo on his wrist.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, I saw you work for USA. How is it? And I was
Okay.
like, oh, yeah. I was like, great. He's like, what do you guys do? And I told him our jobs and stuff like that.
You tell them, don't do it, sir. You're going to be in the call center.
No.
I always
No,
tell everybody that.
He's the lead on that. Like,
Oh.
he's one of the
He's
better.
a manager.
Yeah, he's like the guy that.
He's
man-
12, by the way.
No, he wasn't.
He looked
He
12.
doesn't look 12. And it's a good thing.
Okay, so the tattoo.
So anyway, I saw a tattoo and I was like, saw your military. Because I was filling out the thing. He goes, oh yeah. I said I saw the tattoo on your wrist. And I saw
was
your
his
military.
tattoo?
I won't say.
Oh.
And he's like, oh yeah. I was like, what branch you in? It's Marine Corps. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
that's
sweet.
fucking rad. And I gave him our backstory. Like
Right.
my brother,
parents,
my dad,
family.
your dad, your uncle, or all the fucking thing. He's like, yeah, my dad and my grandfather were both Marines. And and that's why I asked him how long he was in. He said, I served my 5 and I got out. I was like, that's totally fucking respectable.
You did how many? 5?
5 years,
Okay.
totally respectable. Did his fucking time, got the fuck out. And I was like, you know, I still will thank every single dude or woman
Absolutely.
that I talked to,
That served our country.
serve the country.
I know I've heard that some of them think it's cliche to thank them, but I don't do it for them. I do it for me so that I
No,
can.
I don't. No.
No, I
Well,
do it so that I can continue to appreciate people that give me the lifestyle that I have.
Yeah.
Because without
that's what it
them-
is.
So
Yeah.
I know they think
Not for
it's
me.
cliche. In a way, it is for you because you wouldn't have this life without them. So I will thank them because I want
I
them to know I'm
appreciate them.
ingratiated, if that's the
Yeah,
right
that's
word,
right.
for what
Yeah.
they done for me. Because listen, there are times that I wish I would have served, and there's other times I'm like, I wouldn't have made it. I'm such a
Yeah, no, but I
such a
said
bitch.
the exact same thing. I didn't say anything more, and he's like,
Yeah.
"All right, cheers, man."
So
when
thank
I
you for your
said cheers-
service.
Yeah, I
and
said thank you for your service. Appreciate you, dude. And it was up.
he was
but I-
little. He was skinny.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things that on today of all the days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, and I try every time, especially with our older gentlemen, because it is
Yeah.
still a
There's
really
only
big
so
deal.
many-
It's a really big deal to them. So I always, anytime I see somebody with a a vet hat on and they're
Yeah.
80 to 100. I'm like, thank you.
And we see a lot of those around here. So,
Yeah, we do.
absolutely. So, that's my feel good. So, hey, Tucker, thank you. You probably won't see this, but if you do,
Oh, Tucker. I was like, what? That was
Tucker,
his name? Okay.
yeah. he's a cool guy.
Cool.
So, cheers.
Thank you for fixing my
All right.
sprinklers.
Entertainment, real quick. Goonies 2 has been greenlit. Goonies 2, the movie. Goonies. Goonies
Jacob.
fucking 2. I'm like, all right. Goonies 1 was fucking pretty much perfect. Right? I mean, what
I
else
just
would
don't
you
know
do?
how you're gonna what you're gonna do with Goonies too.
So it says, hey, you guys, Goonies. So the old dude's dead. The hey, you guys, retard guy's dead.
Aw.
It was fucking 40 years ago, bro. All the, I don't know. No, not all.
Sloth.
Of the,
Sloth was his
like
name.
Joey, the two bad guys, the mom's dead. Two guys
Their
are
mama
still
from the train
alive.
chick.
Their mom was from James.
Yeah.
She's still alive. All right. So in 1985 cult classic, most of you motherfuckers weren't
They've
even
probably
alive.
all seen it though. That's the
Yeah,
movie
right, most of you guys
people
weren't
say.
alive. All right. The outlet reported the cast members from the original movie are expected to return in the sequel. Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman, Jeff Cohen, Carrie Green. She's the chick in it, right?
Yeah, the cheerleader.
I didn't even need to look her up because she was hot back then. Kei Huan Kwan, who just got fucking the Golden Globe
Yeah.
for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and
Which we
Martha
still haven't seen.
Plimpton, starring in the film. Several cast members have died, including John Mutzag, and again, like I was telling. So it goes back to the sequel, according to The Sun, is scheduled to film next year with a possible release date in 26 or 27.
Oh my gosh, that's so far out.
Dude, is it? Because I'm
So
already
far out.
working on plans for work stuff that goes into mid 27.
Well,
I'm like, if I could produce and direct and get Goonies 2 made, you think maybe I could get some of my fucking work done
No.
at work?
No.
By,
not enough bodies. You don't have Hollywood money.
you know what? Let's
On
get
that
some
note-
Hollywood money.
On that note.
On that note, we love you guys. Cheers.
Mhm.
We're fucking rolling and out. We're going to be back on Friday night.
Yep.
You guys, leave a comment down below about what your favorite cat meme is, or you know what? Just go share a cat meme and tag The Bar Is Open.
Have a great rest of the week, guys. Love you. Stay out of trouble.
Share a Kamala meme. Share that with The Bar Is Open. We would appreciate that. We love you guys. We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Cheers. Yeah. Welcome to The Bar Is Open with Beth and Greg.